Hello and welcome to KSB TV Crypto Sparbuch. Today, with our PulseChain update, we got messages from Richard Hart. We're going to talk about that. We'll also talk about the HEX Cruise, obviously. We just got off the boat and we are really excited. And all that I want to discuss today with KSB Line and Black Hexagon. How's it going, guys?
Going good on my side.
Going perfectly on my side as well. David, it looks like you got some color on the cruise, huh? You look
Yes.
like 3 levels darker than before.
On the cruise, a lot of
You
Hexagon
got
got
outside. Look,
sunburned.
David got outside.
Finally gets outside. And then after the cruise also, we were with Access Alive on an air show, and there we totally got sunburned because we were in the sun for hours and hours and hours. And all of these things we want to discuss today. Let's also check the chat here because we have Bullish Ox in the chat, Pollywood as well, Kaiser and Crypto Slot. That's amazing. Thank you guys for being here. Please like and subscribe and also share this link because later on when we talk about the HEX Cruise, we will show a lot of pictures. We'll talk about all the amazing events that we are planning, that we had in the past, that we are planning in the future. And I think we should start with our main, it's not the main topic, but our introduction topic that everybody is interested in. What did Richard Hart just tweet? He asked us, when mainnet, sir? It's like the question that he is asked hundreds of times every single day, and we got this message here. Am I sharing the screen already? Yes, so perfect. You guys see what I see. When mainnet, sir? So KSB Line, you already talked about that topic on the HEX Cruise, but now with messages from Richard Hart, what is your message to the HEX community out there?
Yeah. So first of all, I don't think that Richard is tweeting such things if we would be like far off, because otherwise he would just earn a lot of hate from his community by tweeting just that. So I really think that we are close by, and looking at the roadmap, like what needs to be done before we can start the PulseChain, I don't see any new points there. So what we are doing right now is the stress test of the PulseChain testnet, and if there are no issues, if all the transactions go through smoothly, I really don't see anything else which is holding us back. So we can it might be a start like sooner than later, and I really hope that we start in the next few days and absolutely within this month.
In the past, I must say, I had the feeling that it could take a while for PulseChain to come out, but now with messages from Richard Hart like that, where he's teasing us so much, I believe it's really just around the corner, and I see the whole Hexagon community very exciting. At least this was the sense that I got when I was on the HEX Cruise, when I was talking to all the Hexicans. But here, KSB Line, we see also something else. Richard Hart was talking about the Ethereum gas fees, and here it was just 69 Gwei, right? But since then, I think the Gwei has not gotten down. So what is your opinion on the Gwei and the situation right now?
Yeah, it's horrible. We need PulseChain out there. If people want to end stake like 3-year-old stakes, and if they did not put like a good amount of hex 3 years ago, then it's barely even worth it to pay the ETH transaction fees for that. Yeah. So just to give you an idea, like what the end stake is costing you right now. So the longer you stake, the higher your end stake costs are. It just is like that. And for a stake which runs about 3 years, you pay about $100 in ETH if the Gwei is on 20. But if the Gwei is on 100, like you see it right here, it's $500 because it's a multiplication.
So, and these are the only tweets that I have prepared here from you and from Richard Hart. So, basically today I would want to go over the HEX Cruise, talk about that, maybe talk about further events in the future. And I want the HEX community to ask questions in our chat so we can answer them about events, about crypto, about anything that you guys like, actually. And the first question here, actually, because it just fits so well, we were just talking about the crash. Ramon is saying, Subfam, what's the next cruise? And Kaylin, I believe you have an answer to that, right?
We do. We feel pretty confident that PulseChain will be launched at least by December. So we are doing the PulseChain cruise from December 1st through the 6th, leaving out of Los Angeles, going to Cabo and San Diego. A 6-day cruise. That information is on pulsechaintour.com website. And actually, over the next day to two, my good bud in the chat, Bullish, will be updating some more information about how you go ahead and book your cruise with the group. So that is the next cruise.
A very good looking site here, PulseChain. Tour.com. You guys should all go there and check it out. I'm just here. I will drop the link into the chat for sure. But let's go back to the HEX Cruise. Should we maybe start showing some pictures? What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and show some pictures.
So
Was
give
amazing.
me one second to set up everything, and Kaylin, maybe you can give us a little introduction for the HEX Cruise. How was everything leading up, planning all of that, and how did you then had the feeling of the HEX Cruise? Was it a big success for you in your eyes?
I think it was a great success. A year ago when we finished the 5555 tour, we were wanting to do the Million Post tour, right? And so we were planning, and as PulseChain kept getting delayed, we were like, okay, we can't possibly go on tour yet until we have a chain. But what we can still do is celebrate HEX and promote HEX. And so about a year ago, we decided that we would do a HEX cruise, right? We were having these conferences regularly. A couple times at the conference, we hosted dinners, and everybody really seemed to like that. And the one thing that I kind of felt like was missing from the conference environment was that everybody was staying at all the different hotels, right? Vegas has so many beautiful hotels, some really high end, some, not so much, but you could never really get everybody in the same place. And the cruise kind of just takes that away, right? Whether it's at dinner, everybody has the opportunity to eat together, or if it's going to watch a show, there's no additional ticket. Everybody can go and see the comedian or the dance act or whatever it is. Everybody can go and hang at the pool. So I really thought that it just came together perfectly. We had over 100 Hexicans on the boat. Some people came to dinner every night. Some people only came once or twice. Like, you really got to do whatever it is that you wanted to do. We had an awesome educational event where RG3 gave an incredibly passionate spiel about, his experiences in crypto. Patrick laid down some strategy for PulseChain. Axis showed us, a little bit about what you can do if you're willing to take some risks and really deep dive. And then Crypto Coffee, you know how that guy is. He just keeps it 100. He just keeps it real. And he just tells you exactly what he thinks. So, for everybody just to come together, no egos, and all just bring their talents and their knowledge to the space. It was just, I couldn't ask for a better event. And then we ended it on a high note with the HEX Awards. Congratulations to you, Avid. You won, I want to say, 2 different awards, didn't you?
I won 2 awards. Yes, it's amazing. And what Kaylin is talking about, the HEX Awards, they will be premiered in 50 minutes right after this stream. You can watch the HEX Awards. It was a great event. 1.5 hours. We were celebrating the HEX community members that everybody was waiting for in the different categories. And like you said, I won 2 categories. I'm amazed by that. And I just want to share really quick the screen share that I have here, KSB TV YouTube channel. And that's where you then see you can already see the educational event that KSB Lion was talking about. No, Black Hexican was talking about here, where I have my mouse right now. You can already watch it. 677 views. I think that's amazing because this is an educational event, and RG3 was really getting into the weeds of DeFi and why it will change the world. So I think that's great. And right after this stream, like I said, the HEX Awards for you guys to watch, really interesting as well. So let's go back to the pictures.
By the way, for the HEX Awards, shout out also to Cosmic Cowboy, who made the announcement and was like the perfect speaker for that event.
Yeah.
Yes, here we see him, Cosmic
You
Cowboy.
see him right here.
Perfect.
On the left.
That was Schmyrus too. That's a good picture.
Schmyrus too, yeah.
Hmm.
CZ and Bluebum. And here, that was after the HEX Cruise, just with Access Alive hanging out. I think that was so cool that we have all the big names, RG3, Access Alive, Crypto Coffee. These are the biggest names in HEX, and that's why I'm so proud that we had them on a cruise, that we were able to hang out with them. And here another picture from the HEX Awards.
Yeah, the Hex ladies.
So, Kaylin, I actually asked this question to Patrick, and you summed it up so well. If we see our group pictures, this, for example, or that, it's not 100 Hexicans, even though 100 Hexicans were on the boat. But I think everybody has a different situation. Some people are with their children, some people are alone. So that's why I believe we have all the Hexicans coming to the different events, and sometimes they come, sometimes don't, and that's why we have always different kinds of groups, and that's why the Hexi event, the cruise was so perfect for me, my favorite event so far, because you don't have any stress at all. You have enough time to spend with all the Hexicans. And here, I
Yeah.
think on the Hexi Awards, the most Hexicans came to this
Yeah,
event.
it was
Everybody wanted to
the
see that.
biggest group picture we had.
Yeah. There's another really big group picture. The one you just showed was from champagne party, but there's another really big group picture from the very first day when we were out on
The
the helipad.
helipad.
Yeah, and that one probably captured a good 70, 80 people. But yeah, definitely
Hmm.
difficult with such a big group to get everybody to show up for a picture. But we definitely got, in this picture, a lot of these people, and then in this picture, these people. So you can definitely see it was a lot of different people on the boat.
And here you see a picture of me and Bluebum. We were sitting at a dinner table, and this is the dinner table we were sitting every single night. And this was so cool as well, because you had your table with the Hexicans, and you would know you will see them tonight at dinner again to then eat very, very tasty. It was so good food, but then also talk about Hex, PulseChain, PulseX, about the things that we love. I think that was one of the highlights for me, to have dinner with the Hexicans all the time. And I
Yep.
think you were talking about this picture, right? Before.
No, that's from the pre-party before we even got on the boat. That was in Fort Lauderdale, and we had some Hexicans that came out and joined us. HP Morgan came out and joined us. Lewis and his wife, they came out and joined us. Just local Floridians who weren't able to come on the cruise, but they were able to come out to this dinner the night before.
Yes, I think it's awesome that we had a little event before and afterwards to give everybody the chance to connect, even if they were not able to make it on the cruise.
Yep.
And that was like the last night I went out with the boys. Yuri was not there anymore, already sleeping. And here we have a couple more pictures of the excursions. Maybe, Kellen, you can talk a little bit about the excursion. This was something external, basically, right? Here we were looking for a third party to give us these excursions, and I was not on there myself. So what was your feedback from those external excursions that we had?
Everybody had an amazing time. I know my son is not the most talkative kid in the world, but when he got back from this fishing trip, it was just a boat that carried 8 Hexicans, and as you can see, every single person on that boat caught a nice sized fish, including my son. So to get to see his reaction when he got back on the boat, I mean, that did it for me. That was worth my entire cruise price, just to see how excited he was to touch, a slimy fish and to reel it in himself. Then I know Patrick did with my 2 daughters. He did swimming with pigs, and I want to say it was
Yeah.
guys that did the swimming with pigs. So I know that was an amazing group. We'll probably let him talk a little bit more about how that went. Also, some Hexicans that did a ATV ride, and then I know Drix and his mom, they did a Jeep adventure where they got to tour the city of Nassau, and he's a photographer, so I know he took some great pictures.
Yeah, I cannot wait to
Awesome.
see
Yeah, and
all of these
the
pictures.
swimming with the pigs. The swimming with the pigs was also a really awesome event. Finally, I could swim with them, because I missed it a year ago while I was sick on the Bahamas. And yeah, amazing day, and like also this private island, Pearl Island, it's called. The water there, it's like it's incredible. Yeah, it's really really nice, and
Clear, right?
it's awesome, clear Caribbean water. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all my daughters kept saying. Is that the water was see-through, that you could see the fish swimming, So I thought that was really
Yes.
cool.
yeah, it was beautiful to have a swim there. Yeah. So at first with the pigs, and then I had my own swim in the Caribbean Sea. Liked
So
it.
then, I guess for you, KSB Line, one of the highlights of the cruise was swimming with the pigs, right? And I want to go around as Kaylin and you as well, like what other highlights you may have, because for me, it was for sure sitting together on the dining table with different kinds of Hexicans. Here with Bluebum, for example, on the first day before we entered the cruise, I was in the table with Crypto Coffee, X Life, and me. So I just want to point out it's amazing that you can have these kind of discussions about the things that you love with the best Hexicans out there when you come to our events, and that makes me so proud. For me, definitely one of the highlights for the HEX Cruise. So what was it for you guys that you thought was the very, very best?
So I have to say, when I knocked Freddie Colts out of the blackjack tournament, that felt pretty good. It's funny because I was like over his shoulder trying to tell him some strategy because he played in it 2 rounds and he got about the same score. And I told him on the last hand, I was like, Freddie, you got to go all in. You can only, get a higher score. And I just didn't say it fast enough and he didn't react fast enough. And he won the hand. So he would have been one of the top scorers. But since he didn't do it, he ended up like right after that bubble spot. So then when I played my round, I edged him out just a little bit. So that was pretty fun to be able to do that. But for sure, the highlight was the HEX Awards. And you guys will see it if you watch it afterwards. But I did win an award, and it was really meaningful to me. The whole night, the whole cruise was very meaningful.
And actually,
Yeah, same here.
Kaylin,
And my highlight is definitely just the sheer option to have the possibility for all those nice little talks in between your fellow crypto investors and Hexicans. And I had like lots of kind of strategy talks or like just general talks. And I like to have those kind of conversations all day long. And
and
it was the
Kaylin,
perfect surrounding on the cruise ship. So go ahead, David.
this is
Sorry.
exactly the experience that I had as well. Like you just could take your time. It's a 4-day event. It's not only 1-day event like we had in the past. And Karen, you had a really good idea because we went through all the pictures here, but you said we can just go to Twitter. We can search for HEX Cruise, the hashtag. Maybe I'm just putting the hashtag here as well. Let's see if we then get something else. And then all those videos and pictures will come up from the Hexicans posting about the HEX Cruise. Here's our live stream as well. And I think this is exactly what we should do while we talk about the Hexicans posting all their exciting stuff. So here's exactly what Kaylin was talking about, where we had the picture with the most Hexicans. It was on the deck. And I think it was really, really worthwhile planning those pictures, right? Every single time when we come together with the Hexicans on this event or this event, we always tell everybody, hey, come on, it's picture time. And everybody by now knows what to do, right?
Absolutely. Yep. And definitely learned a lot for the next, even more enjoyable to really be able to prepare everybody for, how to go. Somebody had music, huh?
Yeah, I had the music. Sorry, that was really, really short. So the stream today is called PulseChain Updates and what can we learn from the HEX Cruise. So, and I think you just started talking about that topic a little bit. Kellen, what were one of the things that you were already learned from the HEX Cruise that you can already implement into future events?
One thing is just having a more detailed itinerary of things that we can do together. One thing that we learned about the doors is that the doors are magnetic, and we thought that that was really cool that some people had purchased like happy birthday signs to put on the outside of the door. So we could definitely do like a whiteboard type of magnetic thing that has like a big HEX or PulseChain logo on it, where you could leave people messages or say, hey, meet us here, or do things like that. Because it is a huge boat. And if you're not paying for Wi-Fi, it is not easy to communicate with people. So really get
Wi-Fi
that
was
Wi-Fi
expensive,
package.
like 4 days of Wi-Fi over $100.
Yeah, Wi-Fi is super expensive. Good thing about this next cruise is that if you have a suite level or higher, it includes free Wi-Fi, free drink package, free specialty dining, and those are all excluded in this last cruise.
Extras,
Those were
right?
all things that you had to pay
Mhm.
for separately.
Exactly, like the internet connection for everybody actually really important. And maybe the next time we can emphasize a little bit better where to buy it and just to, educate a little bit, because I bet Hexicans would have gotten it if they knew how it would work and so on. Because I learned on the cruise, if you don't have internet, if you cannot connect with the Telegram group, you don't know what is going on. And I just love to go to the Telegram, write a message, hey, where's everybody at? And then you would always be invited somewhere, to some kind of activity. So you could possibly just go by yourself to the HEX Cruise and always find a group of Hexicans to do something interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that
And
reminds me
then
of a story.
Freddie had also like a good idea, no? They had like walkie-talkies with them.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
did. But you have a lot of talks from all those Hexicans. But
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, but what Aben said reminded me of a little story about how just being on the boat, you ended up, getting to do things with other Hexicans. And the craziest thing happened while we were on, we're moving from dinner to the nightclub to wherever on this boat. And one guy has on a shirt that has what you have, Patrick, the 3, right? The pulse, the pulse
Mhm.
X, the hex logo. And he's wearing this shirt, and no one knows who he is. He doesn't know who, anyone is, but of course, a couple streamers look familiar. So then he comes over with his hex shirt on, and he's like, first of all, like, why are you guys here? Like, it's way too many of you guys. And then, like, how did I end up here with you? And it's just coincidence. Like, his wife had booked this cruise for their anniversary. They're not big social media people, had no idea that and just him seeing all of us and all of our merch and him wearing his shirt struck up the conversation to where he ended up hanging out with us the majority of the cruise after he found us. So I thought that was like really cool.
These are one of the 2 stories that I love so much, because it shows that we as a community get so big that, all our efforts to promote this HEX Cruise and so on, there are still some people that are not on social media that just don't hear about it, but still we meet them on the cruise. It seems like all the stars are aligned for everybody in our journey. This other thing, even before the cruise, we were in our event in the restaurant, and the waiter was just calling me, hey, but HEX, hey, I also sacrificed for PulseX. And he didn't know about the cruise. He was just working there, and that was one of the 2 event things that I love so much. Those coincidences that just happened. You cannot plan for it.
Yeah, that's cool. I never heard that one, Avid.
Yeah, that happened before we embarked on the boat. Really, really cool experience as well.
Yep. So Susie Q in the chat is asking how she can watch the HEX Awards. And we had just mentioned that they will premiere right after this live stream. So just stick around with us, and then you'll be able to see the live premiere of the HEX Awards.
Exactly. I also just screen shared it on our YouTube channel. The educational event is already up. I think that's really worthwhile watching. We had KSB TV, Lion talking, RG3, Access Alive, Crypto Coffee. So you see, you get a lot of alpha there. And right after the stream, in about 30 minutes, the HEX Awards will be premiered live. It's a lot of surprises for me who won those categories. And I hope everybody likes to watch these HEX Awards.
I mean, one of my highlights were like, because Abid got to do the presentation of the HEX Awards, and then like he won a category, and he went up like, thank you guys so much. I was so surprised when I made this presentation a few days ago.
So
That was
KSB
one of my
line,
highlights.
yeah, I see. KSB line and like Hexican, they were criticizing me for doing so. Like, who is saying something like this? But I tell you, I was genuinely surprised when I saw that I won. So it was just
A few days before.
sharing a few days before. I was just generally sharing my experience with the Hexicans there.
The next time you make a 2-minute video of yourself when you get like the result, yeah, when you got to do the presentation, and then you just play this video.
But that might not be that genuine anymore than if I prepared like this.
Yeah. No, I thought that was awesome. You gave us your honest feedback of how you felt, and we know that you made the presentation. So of course you knew a couple of days before. We did not give you the winners way in advance. We did wait as long as we possibly could to just a couple of days before to give you the winning announcement.
I like that
Exactly.
you knew it and you hid the result from Jorita.
Yeah. I wanted to get her a real excitement at least.
Yeah.
So that's why also she did not prepare too much of a speech, I guess. She was like,
Yeah.
it was so cute when I saw her walking up there and she was like this with her arms. You guys should definitely watch the HEX Awards. They are coming out in 30 minutes. So funny.
Yes. And just
But
so you guys know, for any of the winners that are out there that may be watching, you will receive your NFT trophy of your own one of a kind Hexi Award with the title of the category that you want. So if you did win, if you could send me a DM with the ETH address you'd like to send your receive your award to, so I don't have to come hunting you down. I will hunt you down if you don't message me. But yeah, if you see this message, then go ahead and send me your ETH address.
and this will also be on Ethereum or only exclusively on PulseChain?
Well, these awards were announced before PulseChain was announced, so they will be this first year on Ethereum.
All right, that's probably the last time we will do a transaction on Ethereum blockchain because the PulseChain is so close. I have the feeling like we won't do too much over there anymore in the old land. So
That's
I
true.
talked
Yeah,
about
that's
one
true.
event that I liked a lot, and this was not planned by us at all. I believe Case Beeline was just saying, "Hey, there's something cool going on," and then like one or two Hexicans went there, and all of a sudden it was like 30 Hexicans partying up there, and it was a silent party. People had headphones on. It was green and blue headphones. They were listening to music, and I was talking to the Hexicans. And what I liked
Me too.
about that so much is that the people that like to talk with each other can do so. The people that want to dance were also able to do so. So this was actually a really, really good idea. I thought so. And then when I brought it up to KSB Lion, he said, well, he already talked to you, Black Hexagon, and you didn't like this party too much. So why is that?
If I'm being honest, it was just weird when I went up there because there were the green and the blue headphones. I saw two people, like, or lots of people dancing on totally different beats, and that threw me off. That wasn't really my vibe. But that's what's great about the boat is that if you don't like one thing, there's always something else for you to do. So while they were
Yeah, because
dancing with their headphones on, I
yeah,
went over to the casino, and played a little Texas Hold'em. So it was perfect.
DJ Pollywood is saying, I have video of the silent disco. And in my opinion, post it sometimes. Yeah, he will post it sometimes. I posted it on my stories, I believe, with the silent party. I think that was really, really great. It's something that we can, just make again at our events in the future because, again, like you can talk
just
about
this one beat
everything.
that Kaylin is not thrown off.
Yeah, let's see.
Right, just one set of headphones, right?
Only Hex music
Just,
though, so it
just
will it will work
Only
for
one
one
channel. Only
phone
one
in
channel.
one channel. It's so
so
weird, like to not have the headphones on, to just walk up there and see people dancing on like to totally different music. It's a little different for the people watching than it is, I'm sure, once you're in there and like really enjoying it.
so
Of course,
let's
because
see.
then you're zoning. If you're dancing with the music, you're in the zone.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have already talked about the HEX Cruise a lot. I think we showed a lot of pictures. We also went to Twitter and put in the hashtag HEX Cruise. So that brought a lot of pictures as well. Is there anything else about the HEX Cruise that you guys want to talk about? Other than that, then we could maybe talk already about the next event that we are planning. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we can move on.
Yeah, I have nothing to add when it comes to the Hex Cruise.
So, KSB Line, do you maybe want to do an announcement for our first European event that we have planned?
Yes, of course. So big announcement, guys. Finally, the German Hex community is also doing a meetup in Germany. After we did about 50 outside of Germany. Now first one in Germany comes. When it will be Friday 16th, Saturday the 17th will be the main event, and then Sunday the 18th of June this year. If you go to ksb.tv, as David is showing you right now, you see it where you can reserve your spots. So what will happen on Friday evening? We will just have a general meetup in the Skyline NFT bar of the NHOW Hotel in Frankfurt. Yeah, in the evening, it's free of charge. Just come by, say hello, and talk with us about crypto. And then the main event will be on Saturday, the 17th. The first announcement here, it's a German speaking event, so the presentation will take place in the German language, and it will start at from 2 to 6 p.m. in the afternoon. For the premium ticket holders, it already starts at 1 p.m. with a VIP meet and greet 1 hour before. Then at 2 p.m. we meet the rest in front of the event room, where we have like the welcome table where everybody will get presents and swag bag and all that kind of stuff. Then we enter. I will do a little introduction. Then the two German guys who were also on the HEX Cruise, who wrote the book The Power of HEX, will present their book and tell us a little bit about that. Then after that, I will come and give out strategies for HEX Pulse and Pulse X. I hope PulseChain is launched by then. If not, then I will just tell something a little different, you know. And after my speech, a nice question Q&A for everybody. After that, we have a little break, and then one of our Crypto Sparbuch members from the Telegram chat, he goes with the Telegram name Selbstdenker, which means like self-thinker. And he with a team of people, also like developers of our RH ecosystem, they are releasing a new application and also web page, which is basically a way to look at your portfolio where you see perfectly visualized everything which you have in the RH ecosystem. And yeah, this will be a really nice new awesome app for everybody who is like criticizing Staker app right now. This will be the way to go for you, and he will announce that. And after his announcement, we will have our giveaway section. We will also give away 5,555 hex. We will give away 1 million pulse, 1 million pulse X, and we will also give away 2,000 maxi. And somebody who is also part of this afternoon will be Suzanne. Suzanne, who is making like those awesome t-shirts. Maybe Kaylin also wants to show hers real quick. And yeah, the PulseChain logo one. And yeah, she will also take part, and will have some of her stuff there as well. And then later in the evening, so after the event, we can still hang out in the at the hotel bar and so on. And a little later, we have the private dinner. So for everybody who goes with the premier ticket, the dinner is included there as well. And then after the dinner, we will just see what the group is still up to, and where we are headed to. You know, we are in Frankfurt. It's Saturday night, so there is plenty of spots to do. And then on the next day, it's just casual sightseeing in Frankfurt with KSP TV. So we will still be there, the team, Kaylin as well. And then we already know from 2 or 3 Americans who are flying in as well. So that's why we said we make a nice city sightseeing viewing tour through Frankfurt. I'm also not from Frankfurt, so it's also nice to see that for me. And yeah, that would be the end of those event days. And for everybody out there who wants to say, okay, I also want to see Germany once, and I would like to hang out with you guys, and I don't need like an English speaking main event. I will just like hang out and see how it's going there for those couple of hours, and the rest of the time I can hang out with the community. Then please go ahead and also come by. But you know, nobody will be forced to fly in from the US to America. But no, we flew into your country. Now you need to fly to our country.
So, and Kaylin, you are managing all of this. And before the stream, we already talked in the green room already. And it's amazing that we have plus 37 people already pre-registering, like RSVPing for the event. What is your feeling about the HEX community in Germany?
Yeah, it's actually even more than that. We just haven't added all the count, all the tickets into the site yet. But I think that it has been amazing. Like I knew that you guys had, you know, your German Telegram groups and huge support out there. But literally the day we released this event on the website, the tickets were just going. And the fact that the majority of the tickets are people that actually want to do the masterclass, but then also want to come to dinner, that just speaks highly about you guys and how much the community wants to sit down with you, pick your brain, learn these strategies, and just network and really, you know, get the full experience of what we've done all across the United States.
And how many tickets are available still? And like how many did we sell already?
We have sold over 40. I can't give you an exact number right now because even while I've been sitting here, I've been getting little notifications.
Bling, bling. Yeah, we just finished the German live stream where we made like the official big announcement, and just today I wrote up like the German text and pinned it in the group. That was just like whispering around like everything which got sold so far.
Yeah. So there's probably less than 10 of the premier tickets where you can actually come to dinner with us. So if that's something you want to do, I would hop on those really quick. They already sold out once, and then we called the restaurant to see if we could make it a little larger. So we did that. So I know that those will sell out. And then for the general admission tickets, there's still plenty available, at least another 30 or so available. So it's definitely still a great opportunity to be able to come and to network and to hang out. And for the Americans out there who may want to come and are like, I don't speak the language, I can't do the masterclass, don't you worry. Me and Nardo will have our own little powwow
masterclass
in the lobby.
But there are many Hexicans coming from all around the world, right? I believe Susanna Arts, for example, she's also flying into Frankfurt, right? She is, yeah, exactly. So there are many Hexicans from around the world that come to Frankfurt. So we want to encourage the American Hexicans to come to Germany if it's possible for them. We will have a great, great time.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've always had this nervousness about traveling abroad. Like when I get an Uber, I'm not going to speak the same language. What if they take me somewhere crazy? You know, to me, this is the perfect opportunity to feel safe in that I have Hexican friends and family that are over there that I know, you know, that will take me to the right restaurants and we'll go sightseeing and they can explain what it is that what the guide is explaining and all that. So this is an awesome opportunity for anyone who has been wanting to see Europe, wanting to see Germany, to come and do it in the safety of numbers.
Yes, 100%. And there's really nothing better than traveling together with Hexicans. This was one of the big reasons why we founded KSB TV to, give all the Hexicans the opportunity to experience what we experienced on the 5555 tour, just to come together with Hexicans and have a great time, talk about the things that we love. And now I would like to encourage the people in the chat right now. We have over 30 people watching to first like and subscribe, obviously, but also put some questions in the chat about, about crypto, about our events, about anything that you might have questions on, and then we can answer them. Besides those two events that we have.
Kaylin? Yeah, exactly. I wanted to go with that. Like, besides those two events, what we have, Kaylin, what else is there? Because I know that there is like plenty of stuff going on in America.
Absolutely. KSB has partnered with RG3. The Million Post Tour, it may not be called the Million Post Tour, but it's still very much so happening. It's just worldwide now. We could actually call it the Million Post Tour worldwide, right? We are giving away 1 million posts and 1 million post X at the Crypto Sparkle event in Germany. We will be giving away 1 million posts and 1 million post X at every one of these or every one of the seminar events on this PulseChain tour. That we are planning with RG3 and SJ and Bullish Ox. So that tour launches May 27th. with or without PulseChain, this information that RG is presenting is very, very valuable to understand the power of DeFi, to understand, how to network, how to, meet and mingle and discuss in person with people that have a lot of knowledge on this space. We're going to be bringing in a lot of different projects that have already committed to be building on PulseChain. A lot of different ones will be at different cities. So just come over to the pulsechaintour.com website and look at all the cities and the dates that we have going. I had seen a comment in the chat earlier asking when will all the venues be announced for the dates, and they are coming. If I'm being honest with you, we have a lot of the venues already in mind. We've already contacted a lot of them, but I needed to get done with the HEX Cruise before I could make any contracted commitments. I needed to make sure that that was behind us, and now we can move forward and begin to give you the venues. But the dates are set, and the venues will be coming along in the next couple weeks or whatnot.
And it's
All right,
already
sounds
starting so
awesome.
soon. May 27th is the first event in Dublin, yeah?
In Dublin, which is Northern California. So it's a nice central area to where people can come from Oakland, from San Jose, from San Francisco, and all kind of meet in this like center area to where, it's accessible for everyone up there in that Northern California area. So at each one of the seminar events, RG3 will be presenting, but there will also be 2 additional speakers. So at this first event in Dublin, Jay Money, who is a part of the MCR 369 team, he will be speaking, as well as Lick Gaines. I think we also sometimes know him as My Life is Awesome. So those are the 2 additional speakers that will be a part of that first event in Dublin. And for each event, each one of the seminar events, you will get a couple of different speakers. So don't feel like you can only come to one, because no event will be the same, right? Yeah, RG3 will be, and if you've ever seen RG3 in person, you know that man does not use any type of script. Like he keeps it real. He shoots it straight based on what is current and what is happening. So you don't have to feel about getting a real repetitive message, especially with the involvement of the different projects and the different speakers.
Exactly. So the cities are out, the dates are out. The question is now, if the people want to get involved, if the people want to get a ticket or anything, want to participate and help, what would you say, Black Hexican? What can the people do today already to participate and help?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge help just to know how many people to expect, to know if we're picking the right venue sizes. So, go out there and get your tickets. We have ticket prices every level. We really wanted it to be accessible to all people. We offer a discount to both students and to seniors. There's a general ticket. There's a premium ticket that gives you access to a private meet and greet. And then there's a VIP ticket that allows you to go to dinner with the team and with the speakers and whatnot. So get that ticket as soon as you can, so that we can prepare better for you and for the event. Also, if you are in one of these cities and you have connections, if the venue is not already posted on the website, then that means that the contract probably has not been signed yet. So it means we can still maneuver. If you have resources where you're like, hey, I have a great connection with this venue, maybe we can get it at discount or whatnot, then reach out to me and let's, work on this together. Somebody from the city of Charlotte reached out and said, hey, I have a brewery. Maybe you can't do your seminar here, but maybe you can do your pre-event, right? Your happy hour, nighttime, the day before event or whatnot. So tons of ways that you can contribute, even if it's just, hey, I want to show up and help set up equipment or whatever it is. We would love to have your support. So I would say message me or SJ, especially SJ, if you want to help, her with allowing her to park her van at your house or something like that when we come into the city. She is going to be on the road the full time. Me, myself, and RG, we're just going to be flying in for the actual events. But SJ and the convoy, DJ Pollywood, some Hexican, they're going to be traveling across this country in their vans. So any support that you could offer them as far as where to, park or stay or anything like that would be a huge help.
And Suzy Q here is asking, do you have flyers we can post in our neighborhood? And I know that Suzy Q loves to give out our business cards from the 5555 tour, for example. So yes, flyers would be a great idea. And sometimes all it takes is, just Suzy Q text Black Hexican and ask her, then we can come up with something. Because I think it would be amazing if the Hexicans would take initiative, print out flyers and give them away around those locations, because we want to draw in those no coiners as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
So
especially like for the convoy, because the convoy should arrive like a few days before they actually went, right?
Yep, almost a week before. So they'll be in the city making sure that they're out putting up flyers. So you can join them. You can tell them where, they're not local to the area. So you can point them in the right direction of where they should be focusing their attention when they're putting out flyers and business cards and that. The best thing that you can do is join our Telegram group. I'm sure there's a link on the website that goes straight to the Telegram group. And then that way you can say, hey, can I have a flyer? And then Bullish will upload it right there in that group. Right now, we mainly have a lot of videos and things for putting on social media, but we can definitely get the full paper size flyer going. So get in that Telegram group, tell us what you need, and we'll provide it to you as soon as we can.
I just found the Telegram group. So if you just scroll down all the way on PulseChainTour.com, and it's the right symbol here. It says down on the left TM/PulseChainTour. And when you click that, you will be in the right Telegram group to talk to the people that are involved.
Yeah, but it looks like a little hidden link, right?
Yeah, it does
Yeah,
look
right
good.
now.
I'm
Exactly.
gonna talk to Bullish.
The Twitter logo or the Twitter profile is already up there, but the other one does not show. YouTube does not show, and the Telegram does not show yet. It's a little bit hidden, like you said,
It
for the
is.
So
insiders.
use
I'll
the
mention
hidden
that.
button on the website.
Yep. This is the feedback we need, though. This is exactly, how we make it accessible for more people is you guys visiting us, telling us what you need, and then us delivering that to you.
And Paul is already saying, yes, we need flyers and cards hitting local events and mini meetups be in most cities for up to 2 weeks. And DJ Pollywood is so enthusiastic. He has already been the best roadie on the 5555 tour. He helped with setting up stuff, helped with driving around and so on. Now he's on the tour again. I know that he will be so valuable. And he's just the best example of what you can do if you want to participate. If you want to hang out with the Hexicans and go to city, you can do that. Nobody will say no to you. At the end, you're just a Hexican. Who can stop you, right? This was the narrative on the tour that we did, at least.
Yeah, your narrative.
I love this comment from Fox.
The last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were gonna pull it up. There you go. When RH tour appearance. Look, I want to know the same thing. I've been trying to get this man to our events for 2 years. So if you could shoot him a message and see if you can get him there, we'd love to have him.
Oh yes, but on the boat, I also was talking to some Hexicans. If PulseChain PulseX goes the way we believe, then the 100 richest people in the world will be PulseX holders, and Richard Hart might be a target. So I don't think he will be walking around the streets like he was in the past. He's probably way too valuable by now. But we could definitely find a VIP area that is secured in one of our events for him. So there's always a way to set that up, Richard. You can always come to our events. Just DM us beforehand. That would be amazing.
Yeah, or if you get like all the nominees for the Miss World event, the yearly one, if you get all those nominees like to come, and then you send like all their kind of profiles to Richard and tell him like there they would be, then there
Then he'll be
might
there.
be a big yeah, he might be there.
Where the ladies at? Yeah, we've heard that before.
Yeah, so Richard needs to get pulled by the ladies, I guess.
But right
Absolutely.
now, I think Richard is very, very busy tweeting about PulseChain launching very soon. So let's hope
Yeah,
that
when
the next
launch, sir.
message we get from Richard Hart is, "I'm on live stream. Let's do live stream, something like this." Could you guys imagine? So since I was already
Yeah,
saying that,
I'm actually missing like a long live stream from Richard. I hope he does like the same kind of live stream when Hex
That's
started. So when
long.
Hex started, he made an 8 hour live stream right
Yeah.
away. That was awesome. I
oh
Yeah.
my
liked it a
God,
lot.
I could not wait for this. Yes, we were discussing that. Maybe he even reads out a contract address or something like this, of something to just make sure we have the right information. So that was amazing when Hex launched.
There was one thing that I forgot to mention, and I'm hoping, Patrick, that maybe you have your poster somewhere handy where we could show this, because we had an amazing artist on the Hex Cruise with us. Not only did he, paint the SJ's Post Chain van and create the Hex Cruise shirt, but he also created this amazing poster that looks so good in person. Like this picture does not do it justice. And so that's why I was kind of hoping that Patrick had his somewhere handy, because he got one on the cruise. It's called HEX Minor League. You go to hexminorleagues.com to get one of these posters. They're still available. And they are awesome. The staking, we don't know if we're supposed to be calling it staking anymore. So we flipped the script a little bit, but all of your leagues are still there. The shrimp, the fish, dolphins, everybody, all the way up to Poseidon. And the artwork is amazing, all hand drawn and very, very beautiful, with a couple of Easter eggs in there too. Patrick, did you find the Easter eggs?
Like KSB, for example.
KSB is one of them. That's probably the easiest one to find. But then there's a few more. If you
So I
find
guess
mine,
Patrick did not even find it yet. He did not look for it
kind
yet.
of. If
And
you
this
if
is
you find, then you'll know that that one's for me, because it doesn't get
The
more.
shoe. There is a shoe. There is a shoe. That one is for you, no?
That one is for me, and Freddie has one. So
Freddie has
his
one. What
his
is
yeah,
Freddie?
it's a
so, Kalen,
microphone.
how many pictures are available and what are we seeing here on the screen right now?
Right. So it is a limited run. Only 369 were created. Each one comes with a certificate of
Yeah.
authenticity in the form of an NFT. So if you buy the poster, you get the NFT, or if you don't want to dox yourself, you can go and buy the NFT, and then you can message us directly with your address, and then we'll mail you out the physical poster. So it goes hand in hand, the poster and the NFT.
And already on
Did
the
you already
boat.
send out the NFTs for the first ones?
Not to the guys that just provided their addresses to me yesterday. I'm still working on that. But some of the guys that ordered them online, they've already received their NFTs. Over the next few days, I'll be sending out NFTs nonstop.
All right, perfect.
Perfect.
Yep.
And already on the boat, it was discussed by you that maybe people having those NFTs will have advantages, some kind of advantages. Obviously, it's all rumors so far. Or do you have
Yes.
some more details by now?
No, it's one of those no expectation situations, but just saying that participating in this project may lead to future airdrops of sorts. Typically in the event space, right? You guys know I throw a lot of events. Freddie, he was up for life of the party. And so we are intending to use these NFTs as early supporters of the type of things that we do. And so maybe you'll get free invites to other events or discounts or a lot of different things that we've been throwing around. There's even talks of an app that's in development. So anything that this team creates, you will have a first mover advantage, essentially.
Amazing. And now our live stream is coming to an end for today. We just have a couple more minutes because in a couple of minutes, the HEX Awards are premiering on KSB TV. I think it's really worthwhile watching this. We made those HEX Awards for the HEX community, and then the community members, everybody was like voting for their favorite community members and their categories that everybody should win. I won 2 awards. It was really funny how I delivered my speech. Kaylin and KSB Line were pointing that out. So now I hope that in 3
And
minutes,
Kaylin, you
everybody
also
is.
won one, right?
I did.
And Kaylin also won a category. Yeah,
Yeah,
I knew that I won't win a category because I'm not on Twitter, so I did not made like big announcements for people to wait for us, vote for us.
Yeah.
And I guess your second one, Abid, is like you need to thank your Torita for that. No, what I know. Because she told like all her home country to vote for you, right?
I don't know if this is the reason why we won, but yeah, this is how it works. When you have a big community behind you, this is probably what your reader said. Like, hey guys, go to KSB TV and vote. But everybody was doing that, right? Like we were saying that everybody's, but it's just that
I
the
guess there
naming.
is like one live stream of Charita, where if Kaylin puts like the stats next to each other, you would see like
A huge spike. But absolutely, I mean, there were votes coming in the whole time. Everybody that won definitely deserved to win. What I thought was really impressive was that people could have lumped you guys in together, right? We allowed people to nominate based on what they wrote. I didn't have any pre-selected categories. They wrote in the names, and the names that got the top votes became the top 5 nominees. So the very fact that for best onboarding, both you and Abid got nominated, I thought that was extremely impressive. It wasn't just Crypto Sparble. It was like Abid Hex. It was Hex Lion. So I think when the actual award got voted on, your people couldn't decide between the two of you. I'm sure they wanted to vote for both of you later in the
yeah,
competition.
and then when it comes like who is the better onboarder, it's definitely Avid because he has more reach. uh I have maybe the better strategies and so on, but the like in general to find him and so all that stuff is definitely Avid, and then
Yeah,
Avid makes a great job. He funnels all the German speakers to the chat room, and there they get the rest of the alpha,
yeah,
and the English speaking ones we reach like with the KSB YouTube stream here, and of
yeah.
course with the various Twitter accounts. But I'm actually glad that I'm not on Twitter. I don't want to have those Twitter fights like each and every or each and other week.
The problem is, KSB Line, you are missing out on a lot of valuable memes of mine, but also the whole Hex community misses out on
No, I can
valuable
I can
Twitter
I can
tweets
see
of
all your
you.
memes at pumphex.com. I can see all your memes at
Okay,
pumphex.com.
the first part was obviously just a joke, but the second part is actually real. The Hex community is missing out on valuable tweets from KSB Line, so I will always encourage you to start a Twitter account and to share your information openly. That would be amazing. Guys, we don't have
Yeah,
too much time
I'm
anymore.
besides here in the on the English live stream, I don't write a lot in English, so that's more for the German audience. But yeah, it was an awesome stream, guys. I liked it a lot, and I hope to see some Americans in Germany as well, maybe, and you for sure, Black Hexican, and then have fun planning the rest of the PulseChain tour together with RG and SJ and DJ Pollywood and Samhex and all those people. I'm sure you will have plenty of fun there, and I really hope that you get like a little more promotion out of the community, because now that is a tour which is more pre-announced, which is not like just our tour where we said, okay, let's start, and the next week we started. So get together, guys. It's absolutely helping each and every crypto bag out there if more and more people get to use cryptocurrency, and if the whole world would use a self-custodial wallet, then we would have a better financial system out there. That's it. Have fun, guys.
So we have 1 minute and 30 seconds. So the last couple of words go to you, Black Hexicans, and then I end the show.
I really have nothing else to say. Go check out PulseChainTour.com, KSB.TV for all of our upcoming events. And I'll be over in the chat with the premiere of the HEX Awards.
Thank you guys so much for watching. It was a blast. What an amazing time. We discussed the HEX Awards. We discussed the German event. We discussed the PulseChain live tour. So there is a lot of things going on, especially now with the announcement of Richard that mainnet is coming very, very soon. We are all excited. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and go into the chat there. I dropped the link for the HEX Awards. I think it's really worthwhile watching. It's just an event for the community to embrace every single body. And especially thanks for all the people watching right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will play the outro now.